for the rest of us.
Pardon?
I beg you, just kill yourself for the rest of us.
Are you religious? Do you believe in God?
No, atheist.
Wow, you're atheist? Do you realize that in many places that you'd be unalive for being an atheist?
Yeah, you'd be unalive for being religious in many places.
So why don't you believe in God?
Because God, what, Abrahamic God?
Yeah, why don't you believe in God?
Abrahamic God.
Yes.
Is he supports slavery, he allows genocide, he allows many bad things.
Correct. You are correct. I'm glad that your brain is at least developed enough to realize that. All right, let's move on to the next person. FB1, I'll add you on soon. Dear me, everyone double tap the screen. Let's reach 4,000 likes. Double tap the screen. Hey, how old are you?
17.
I cannot hear you. Go to a place that's more quiet. Please make sure you're 18 years old and over and you disagree. Hey, how old are you?
I'm 19.
How old are you?
19.
What year were you born in?
2005.
All right, what do you want to debate?
Incest is wrong.
Why do you believe it to be wrong?
Because, I mean, throughout the history of time, we have collectively agreed that it's just the wrong thing to do. Because of,
not necessarily true. Again, collectively agreed doesn't work. That's not necessarily true.
Well, I mean, just look at the chat right now. Everybody kind of disagrees with it, and look at the way it's affected people.
Just because everyone agrees with something, that's an appeal to ad populum. Just because everyone agrees with something.
Like, look at even scientifically, though. Look at it scientifically for a second.
Just pay attention. Don't interrupt me. 1 second, my dear boy. Stop being verbose and listen. Let me help you out. Come down to planet Earth and let's use our brains. Just because everyone agrees doesn't make it wrong. And many people agree that slavery is okay, doesn't make it morally okay. So again, why do you believe it to be wrong? Go ahead and unmute your mic, son. Yeah. Unmute your mic. All right, he's not on planet Earth. He doesn't know how to unmute his mic. So I'm going to head again and move into the next person. Goodness gracious, can we get someone who actually has a valid point? Guys, let's reach 5,000 likes. Double tap the screen. If everyone double tap the... Yeah, how old are you?
I'm okay, thank you. How are you?
How old are you? What is your age?
I'm 27.
What do you want to debate?
Why is incest wrong?
Why do you believe it to be wrong, ma'am?
You just end up creating people like you. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, let's help you out intellectually because you're clearly intellectually struggling. Okay, oh, she ran away. Damn, she ran. A-train in this beer. She ran away. Oh my goodness, I have to debate. I have to run now. Hey, how old are you?
I'm 18.
Wow, what do you want to debate?
I want to debate about being fat. Is it okay?
Oh, yeah, sure. Why do you think being fat is not okay? Why are you fat phobic?
Okay, so me personally, I don't think there's a problem with being like fat-ish, I'm going to say. I just feel like it is a problem if it impacts your health, if it impacts your ability to perform day-to-day tasks.
We agree, ma'am. That's great. We agree. I'm so glad that we agree and you aren't actually fat phobic.
Okay, can we also talk about the incest one?
Sure. Why do you think it's wrong, ma'am?
So just like what people said before, I just feel like if you're purposely trying to procreate and like have the child have like a disability or something, I feel like that's really bad for the child as well because they'll probably know.
Okay, so in that case, you'd also have to say people that have genetic diseases that they can pass on to their children, that it's morally wrong of them to have children. For example, sickle cell, Down syndrome, Huntington's disease. You'd say it's wrong for them to have children as well, right?
Well, it depends for those ones because I'm pretty sure like if one of the parents, if they have the genetic disease like gene, then obviously there's a possibility of them passing it down to their children. But like,
so do you think it's wrong for them to have children?
Well, I feel like you can check, and if the child...
Can check. So if they check and they know that they can, do you think it's wrong for them to have children?
I feel like it wouldn't probably be the best option.
So do you think it's wrong, yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I mean, that's fair enough. That's consistent. If you find it wrong to have children, that's fair enough. I mean...
Yeah. I just feel like children are a gift from God. Like, you should always...
Ma'am, I'm sorry, but you'd have to prove your God exists.
Well, yeah. Personally, like, obviously, there's no empirical evidence, but it's just like a belief. You know what I mean?
No empirical evidence. It's just a belief, just like the flat Earth. Yes, very good. All right, let's move on to the next person. Double tap the screen. Let's reach 6,000 likes, everyone. Double tap the screen. Waiting for some more people to join. Double tap the screen. These dudes are they're so persistent. Goodness gracious. Like, I get them out and they're joining right back in. Like, no, I need to get in. God damn it. You're a skinny. Why you ask about number 3? Come on, Kay. That's not very nice. I want you to know that I'm the only man supporting women, okay? I'm a massive feminist. I support many women. I send a lot to charities to help women in homeless shelters, building shelters for women. I've done so much for women in my whole life. Please, as a woman, don't disrespect the men that are out here helping you, because there's not many men who aren't misogynists like me, okay? So just be respectful. Guys, double tap the screen. If everyone double tap the screen 20 times, we would reach 6,000 likes. Let's reach 6,000 likes and we'll add the next person in. So double tap the screen, everyone. Okay, can you tell me what's creepy about respecting women? I know that seems a little much for you, Lynx and Quid, but there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, I did say that. All right, make sure your mic's clear. If your mic's not clear, you're going to have to wait for tomorrow to come on. Hey, how old are you?
Hello, I'm 18.
So your mic's still unclear and I still hear banging.
Who do you hear?
Are you, sir, what do you want to debate?
I want to debate the first one, innit?
All right, why do you believe it to be right?
Because what do you mean? If we don't have children, then how's people going to live? Like, who's going to
There'll be
continue?
no one living. It'll be just like it was 14 billion years ago when no one existed. No suffering, no pain, no...
Right, how is that good for us, though? How is that for people that actually live in life and they want to be alive?
Yeah, if you want to be alive, good for you, but as long as there's a chance that you won't, which there'll always be the case, when you're unconsensually brought from a state of non-existence into existence, I'm going to believe it to be morally wrong.
Alright. I ain't bothered to argue with that one. I want a second one. Having sex with your siblings?
Why is it wrong? Why is it wrong?
Really, why is it? Okay, so you're telling me, yeah, that you can F your sister and you can get married to your sister, your blood. Is that what you're telling me? Your own sister, you can do that to her.
Can you tell me why it's morally wrong? I just asked you a question. Pay attention, my dear boy. Answer the question.
Alright, it's wrong because you two have the same parents and you are not meant to do that, because if you do that, your child is going to either turn out to be special or a Down syndrome.
Okay, let's tango with that. Okay, so people who have genetic diseases that they can pass on to their children, they shouldn't have children. For example, in Huntington's, sickle cell, they shouldn't be allowed to have children because there's a chance that their child could inherit their genetic disease. That's what you're saying?
If they want to have it, they can have it. But
okay, so that means people who want to have children who are related, they can have it, right?
Alright, but what if they don't know that the child is going to turn into a Down syndrome? What are they going to do with that child? Are they going to send it to an adoption centre, or are they going to just get rid of it?
That's irrelevant. The point is that they did decide to have the child.
Some people that actually do that don't know that the child is going to be a Down syndrome or have special needs, and they will get rid of it in a really illegal way. That's what I'm trying to say. You're looking at me like that, but like, I'm actually speaking facts right now, bro.
You're speaking no facts. You didn't address what I said. So I'm going to move on to the next person. Guys, double tap the screen. Let's reach 7,000 likes. I want to reach 10,000 before I end the stream. My phone is running out of battery. So
having children is wrong. That's crazy.
Just listen and pay attention, my dear boy. Your brain's processing slowly. How old are you?
How my brain's processing slow is crazy.
You can't
18.
answer the question. How old are you?
18.
Very good. What do you want to debate, son?
Son, fucking hell. Having children is wrong. That's crazy.
Okay, why do you believe it not to be wrong?
Bro, how else are we supposed to repopulate and evolve and go through life?
Maybe we don't need to. Maybe non-existence is just not a bad thing.
Is your opinion the same with animals? Do you think animals should not reproduce too? I'm just curious.
I wish they wouldn't, but they don't have the mental capacity not to. So unfortunately, they are.
Well, I mean, dolphins are technically as smart as humans, and so are monkeys, turn off.
No,
So
they're not as intelligent to actually come up with moral arguments as to why they don't need to exist. Essentially, non-existence is not necessarily a bad thing.
you know, a
Suffer.
dolphin's brain is actually bigger than a human's.
Let's help you out, my dear boy. You suffer absolutely nothing from not existing.
Well, you wouldn't know you didn't exist if you did exist,
Exactly.
but
What? No, you would know that you did exist if you do exist.
no, I said you wouldn't know that you didn't exist if you didn't exist. Like
I agree. Hence why it's not a bad thing, because you're not
yeah,
suffering. You're
but
suffering.
we know we exist.
Yes, and what's your point?
It's a good thing.
No.
Existence is good.
Okay, let me give you a scenario. Would you rather have 80 years of constant pain or never have lived at all?
But who's to say everyone's going to experience 80 years
Why
of
are you
constant pain?
incapable? Just listen, my dear boy. Why are you so incapable of answering a very, very simple question? Let me repeat it again.
That question's subjective to very
second, my dear boy.
specific people.
Just pay attention, my dear boy. I'll repeat it for the second time. Would you rather exist for 80 years in constant pain or never have lived at all?
Right. But do you understand what you're saying?
Hey, wakey, can you answer the question?
Do you understand what you're saying?
Are you going to answer the question or am I going to have to kick you off?
What? Because you can't give me a question.
Okay, let's put the dog back in the pen. All right, who wants to come in next? We got Jesus Harold Christ. God damn it. Hey, buddy, what you want to debate there, son?
Why incest is wrong.
Well, what is your age?
I'm 22.
Okay, why do you believe it to be wrong?
Because it introduces defects, and that grows exponentially throughout generations of incest.
Oh, okay. So people who have a chance of passing down a genetic disease to their child, they shouldn't have children? Is that what you're saying?
Well, what you're saying there is about eradicating defects. I'm talking about controlling them and not introducing new ones.
Sir, can you actually answer the question? 1 second, my dear boy. Can you actually answer the question that I asked? I said people who have a chance of passing on defects to their children, Down syndrome, sickle cell, Huntington's disease. You believe that they shouldn't have children? Is that what you're saying?
Personally, myself, yes.
Okay, fair enough. At least you're consistent. I mean, a lot of people would say that's crazy and that you're being a eugenicist, but hey, at least you're consistent. And fair enough.
Everyone's entitled to their opinion, but on a logical plane, yes.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, again, we just have a fundamental disagreement. Since I believe having children is wrong, I don't even run into that issue. But if you do believe it's wrong for genetic reasons, then you'd have to be consistent, which you are, which is fair enough. And then in that case, would you say that when there's no children involved, then it would be okay?
What do you mean? On a logical plane? On a logical, yes. Morally, no.
Why morally wrong? No.
Because that's how societal beliefs has raised us. That's been ingrained in us since childhood.
I agree. Just like 200 years ago. 1 second, just pay attention. Let's help you out. Just like 200 years ago, black people having rights was society ingrained as a bad thing, but we changed. So hopefully, with society changing, we can come to the case where it's okay and that it's not a bad thing, that's not demonized, and that's not seen as awful.
100%. But that's logic versus morals. And they're two separate things. Morals will always evolve and change. Logic will always remain.
I agree, buddy. All right, let's move on to the next person, guys. Double tap the screen. Let's reach 7,000 likes. I'll add the next person in the 7,000 likes. If everyone in the stream double tap the screen 20 times, we would literally be at 7,000 likes. Double tap the screen right now. What does this person want? Didn't she insult me? That wasn't very nice. Can you apologize, ma'am? You really hurt my feelings. Can you apologize?
I'm so sorry that I called you inbred.
I realized I've helped so many women. I've donated so much to charity. I always look out for women who are struggling, who are in situations where they need to improve, and I've helped them so much, and I do my best for so many young women when a lot of men would actually not do that. Hence, we're noticing a rise in misogyny. I've helped women.
It's crazy because these women, they're still not picking you. That's the wild thing about it. But anyway, why is incest wrong? Because you don't want to create a genetic deformity. And before you say, oh, well, what about people with Down syndrome or other hereditary illnesses? It's not the same. You've created the illness. It's like heavily drinking. Like you're creating a child with fetal alcohol syndrome. It's not something that you've inflicted it upon a child. It's not something that they're born with.
Hold on 1 second, young lady, just relax. Can you direct me to the class where I can learn how to make Down syndrome? Like, how can I make Down syndrome with DNA. Can you show me to the class where it teaches me how to do that?
Hereditary trait that can be passed down from children, but inbred deformities are not a hereditary trait. That's something that you.
Yes, they are, and they increase within generations. It gets worse with generations. So yes, they are. Okay, just like with other diseases like Huntington's, sickle cell, Down syndrome. Yes.
Sickle cell, okay, is not caused in the womb. It is not something that you are inherently directly infecting a child with.
Yes, you are. If you have sickle cell,
you would be directly affecting it. If you are
hold on one second, man. Bextrous, just listen. If you have sickle cell, there's an increased chance of your child also inheriting sickle cell from you. So you're saying that those people should not have any children? Is that what you're saying? Huh?
Well, I'm saying hereditary illness is actually different from inflicting your own illness onto a child. It's like having a child and saying, "Hey, you know what? I want to inject my child with HIV." You're inflicting it.
Just calm down. Listen. Welcome to first grade logic. Okay. In the case of incest, there's a chance. Ma'am, don't laugh. It's not funny. Okay. Education isn't a laughing matter. In the case of incest, there's a chance that you're increasing the chances that your child may have a genetic deformity. In the case of all these other things where you have a genetic predisposition, you're also increasing the chance that your child may have a genetic deformity. In both cases, you know that you having children could cause them to have a genetic deformity.
Every child has the possibility of being born with a genetic deformity.
Right,
any child from any.
Let's put a muzzle on it.
Allowed to talk or nah?
No. Because I like it when women sound very intelligent, because I believe that women are inherently more intelligent than men. So it's not very, it doesn't look very nice when a woman's not sounding smart. So let me help you out and educate you. Number one, let me help you out. So again, in the case of one sense, genetic deformity, other sense two, you have the chance of giving that to that child in both cases. Okay, that's it. Alrighty, let's move on to the next person. From the screen to the ring to the pen to the king, it's my crown, it's my bling, only drama when I sing. Hey, what do you want to debate?
No, I was wanting to clear this one thing up, and I wanted to say, on your account, you're supposed to be the facts man, right? On your account, you claim that watermelon is protein rich. And
false information. Fake news. Fake news.
Wait.
Hey, how old are you, buddy?
19. Listen, having children is wrong. Why is having children wrong?
Are you telling me that you think coming into a world where we have slavery, G-side, starvation, oppression, all these...
You're so stupid. That's how the world works.
Are you telling me that you'd rather come into a world where you're at risk of all of that than in a state of non-existence where there's zero pain whatsoever? You will never feel...
Fair one. Just fucking get a knife and kill yourself, then why are you here? If it's so awful.
One second, my dear boy. Let me help you out. No one should be...
Why are you still here? Well, why are you still here if you're complaining?
My dear boy, just pay attention. You're intellectually struggling. Let me help you out. No one should ever be put in a situation where they have to decide between unaliving themselves or living in a terrible world which they were unconsensually brought into. Okay? That's like saying to a rape victim, hey, why don't you just unalive yourself? Why are you still here? That's truly terrible. Everyone was unconsensually brought into this awful situation where they had no consent into this awful world without their consent. And you have the cheek to say, why don't you just unalive yourself? They shouldn't be in that situation in the first place. Okay? It's very, very simple. I'm not going to tolerate this. Okay? It's truly deplorable. Truly deplorable. Truly deplorable. Hey, buddy. What you want to debate, buddy? Hey, buddy. Oh, he left. Like, it's ridiculous how you guys are justifying this. Like, I don't understand. Edward's back. Hey, Edward. What do you want to debate, buddy?
Hello, how are you?
Yes, I am vegan. What do you want to debate?
What?